So, remember Jimmer? Remember Jimmer Range? Remember the most hyped up college player we might have ever seen? Do we remember Jimmer Range? Well, he's back. And in 3v3 form. Jimmer Fredette. The G League superstar. The Little Leagues, or not even Little League superstar, the Little League bully. Jimmer Fredette, who has played in his career, who has not played since he played for the Shanghai Sharks after making a couple of attempts to come back. The guy who struggled in the NBA, struggled in EuroLeague, but whenever he was down in China, whenever he was down in the G League, he looked like, when he was in one of the top two leagues, he struggled, but when he was in any other league, he looked like the best damn player in the world. Same in college. There has never been a player who epitomizes is a good number one option, but is garbage when he's not the number one option than Jimmer Fredette. And Jimmer Fredette is playing in the USA 3-on-3 national team. And if you guys are as surprised as I am, subscribe. We're trying to hit 25.45k by the end of the day, and we're 37 off. So yeah, Jimmer Fredette. Yesterday, USA played against Serbia, and they lost 2. But in the men's, look, Serbia are the favorites to win the men's. It is just an unfortunate one where it's like, Team USA don't take 3-on-3 seriously, whereas a lot of European countries do. But Jimmer Fredette. Ooh, this is an Olympic clip. I don't want to show the Olympic clip. I don't want to show the Olympic clip. I'll get him. I will show you guys. In this corner of the screen, Jimmer Fredette. Bang. Hopefully that's not enough to get copyright pulled. But yeah, they struggled again. They lost 22-14 to Serbia. And the rules for 3-on-3 is like a big factor in why I think USA are struggling. And the fact that these players are not 3-on-3 specialists. Like Jimmer Fredette, he's not a 3-on-3 specialist. As much as Jimmer would be a good player in some leagues, he can still get cooked on switches. That is the big problem when it comes to 3x3 is you've got to be able to guard switches. You've got to be able to guard everything. You got to be able to do a bit of everything. You got to be able to score from everywhere. Like 2s are worth 2, which is great. But yeah, it is a pity. But who's on the USA men's 3-on-3 team? I think it's Jimmer. If I'm not mistaken, it's Jimmer, one of Rick Barry's youngest son. So, the national team is Canyon Barry, who I think is Rick Barry's kid. If I'm not mistaken. Canyon Barry is a 6'6 guard. Plays 3-on-3. A fixture for years. Canyon Barry has been dedicated to sport, represented USA in 2 World Cups. And has played internationally and played in the G League. So he's a 3-on-3 specialist by the looks of things. Yeah, he does seem to be that 3-on-3. He participated in the US Open Trials. I'm pretty sure he was a McDonald's All-American. But that's pretty much it. Like, he plays for Charleston, who are currently being led by the Irish GOAT, CJ Fulton. And he played in Florida. So he wasn't bad. He wasn't bad at all as a player. We all know what Jimmer did at BYU. Kareem Maddock and Dylan Travis. So Jimmer Fredette, 6'2" from BYU. So 3-on-3 he has played. So was it 2023 that he really started playing 3-on-3? 2022. So yeah, so in 2022 when he retired from Shanghai, he started playing 3-on-3. And we all know what he did in college. Like, Jimmer Range was a thing. Jimmer Range is still a YouTube channel, like. Kareem Maddock. So he's played quite a lot of 3-on-3. What has he done? Played in Netherlands and the United Kingdom. That's where maybe I know his name from. Maybe. Playing in the UK. And then Dylan Travis. Obviously 3-on-3 player. Played Florida Southern. Hey, they won a D2 championship. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, not gonna lie. That is very, very good. Like, D2 championships are not easy to win. But yeah, so obviously he is a 3-on-3 specialist. USA have not sent out a good team. Like, compared to what the other teams are sending out, like we've sent out some, like, for the Irish national team, we have a dude who averaged like nearly 20 points a game, albeit in a mid-major, but like in D1 for Hartford, back when they were D1. We've had like one of the best players for UIC when they made the NIT final or one of those other tournaments, and we're still struggling. We still struggle. Like, this USA team is, if they win, it will be a shock. I think they're only high in the bookies odds purely because they're it's America. It's America, because this is not the idea. This is not an ideal team at all. But you know what? If they can somehow pull off the medal, that would be very impressive. It would be very, very impressive, because they don't have, like, they've already lost one game. They're playing Poland. The USA women's, thankfully, are playing Azerbaijan, so they're not going to lose. Like, I'm on a flight for that game. It's on the same time as the men are playing against South Sudan. Knowing my luck, I'm going to get off the plane and Team USA are going to have lost, and I'm going to end up recording a video in the damn airport. I know on my luck that's what's going to happen. But yeah, just an interesting fact that we're seeing players go. We're seeing, obviously, people going to the Olympics with 3-on-3. What I would love to see is, I'd love to see guys that are like good pros deciding to play 3-on-3 in the summer, because you can do it. Like, there's no reason why, say if you're like a fringe NBA player, you couldn't convince, or if you're a G League player, go play in the 3-on-3, being a good G League player. So, if you are a good G League player, you'd be more than capable of making this Team USA 3-on-3 team. And we've seen it in the women's with the way the rankings are. Like, you can't just rock up and play. They couldn't just name 4 NBA players. There has to be a qualifying system for it. Don't know why, but there is a qualifying system. You have to be a certain ranking, and obviously these 4 players are within the rankings. But for a couple of NBA players or really good overseas players, surely at least a couple of them could have gone and played 3-on-3. Surely a couple of them. Maybe it would be too hard because there's too many men playing 3-on-3 full-time to get into the rankings for anyone that's playing the other pro ball. But yeah, I don't see for America with the team they have, them really competing with the top of the top. They might fluke it, but I doubt it.